Welcome back. We're going to be continuing to work on activity 1.2.4 part 2. Today we're going to be pulling that 3D model into a drawing file and then working to dimension it according to the homework. So let's find our part. Hopefully you named it something that's easy to find. Mine's right here, and I'm going to open it up. All right, first thing we want to do is we want to pull it into a drawing file. So down here's our little plus sign, insert new element, create drawing. We're using the ANSI B inch drawing file. No views. Okay. Select our part out of the studio. And here we are. There's a front view. Here's a right view. All right, click back on our front view and pull it up to give us our top view. And then click back on our front view, pull it to at a 45-degree angle to give us our ISO view. So you can see it's getting a little crowded. We can escape out of our projection views. We can right-click our ISO view, show shaded view. Then we can double-click it to pull up our properties table, and we can show it at half scale. All right, so green check, and move this up here to the corner. All right, now we should have room to mess with our drawing. We want to show hidden lines, which should only be visible on our, there's some on the right side view, and there will be some on the top view. All right, and so now let's refer back to the homework. We completed the drawing, we put it into a drawing file, and now it is asking us to dimension this drawing using chain and unidirectional dimensioning. All right, so in case we need a refresher on what that is, we can refer to the Dimensioning Standards PowerPoint. Right here, unidirectional dimension is method means all dimensions are read in the same direction. So a quick little overview of that right here. On the left side, unidirectional dimensioning, so is just standard writing, standard text, standard dimensioning. Everything is read left to right, no matter which way you pull it out from the drawing, which edge you're referring to. Different than aligned, where when you pull it out, the font or the text will change the direction depending on if it's a vertical edge or a horizontal edge. All right, so that's our unidimensional or unidirectional, and then here, chain dimensioning. So dimensioning from feature to feature. An example of this is method 1 or 2, where you're just going, kind of using this stair step shape to step down and show half inch, half inch, half inch, all linked together like the links of a chain. Method 2 can give you an overview of the piece and then step down between those features, chaining them together. All right, so let's go back to the drawing and start figuring out how we can do this. All right, so I can see right here where we can do some chain dimensioning of the overall shape and size of our piece so we can get the total height. Let's do that. Get into our dimensioning tool. You can hit D on your keyboard or select it up here. And let's do the total height. Pulling that out, remembering to try to plant it in the center. All right, and then we can do just this. So it doesn't look like chain in this case, which is fine. We'll make it look like chain when we do. So let's do the total width. All right. And then we can definitely make this one look more like chain dimensioning, although it's not going to be the prettiest because these arrows are on the outside. But we'll live with that for now. All right, and actually, now that I'm looking at it, we can delete this and we can use this inside hat or the inside cutout to capture the height of that cutout as well as incorporating our chain dimensioning. All right, so there's one. Now we can go from this feature to this feature. All right, so chain dimensioning on the side, getting the overall shape, the overall height, and the overall width. Right, so let's do the same up here on the top. Let's do the width. We've already got the overall width down here, so let's show off this little top hat of our feature. So we can go from here to here, and then we can go from here to here. Right, there's no reason to show this piece because it is 4 minus 2 minus 1, so we know that that piece is 1. So let's use chain dimensioning to show this piece right here. So we can do here. And then we can do here. All right, not the greatest piece for doing chain dimensioning. I can't get that to be pretty. We're going to stagger it. Not conventional. Probably not acceptable. But we're going to do it. If anybody asks, you can tell them your drafting teacher told you so. All right, and then we can chain dimension this. This one will make work. All right, and there's chain dimensioning of this piece. So everything's kind of linked together. We jump from feature to feature with one overall dimension. We should have everything laid out so that we know, so that we can draw it. If you're starting down here, we have the 0.5, we have the 0.5 up, we have the 3. We know that this is the same 0.5, 0.5. We then go up 1.5, so we have the 0.5 plus 1. We have going in 1 from up here. We have going up 1.5 from here, going up 1. So we have the 2.5 minus the 1 minus the 0.5, going across 2 from the top view, going down 1, going across 1 from our top view, and then connecting that. And over here, although it does not look good, I fully understand. We have our locations of the little tab sticking out. So the location it is from this point, as well as the size of the tab. All right, thank you for joining.